today. From GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Taking in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And his throw here's incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Hill on the return. Now we will pause for the injury. That's the wide receiver, Tyreek Hill. Hill a little slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw, eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
Yeah, they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 68 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 5. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. But Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as the quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter, so how worried right now are you?
you're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 50 yards. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal. Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And he's got his receiver, that's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask. Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad. Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
From the 6. So we are halfway home to figuring out who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line. Let's get back to it. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You got to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Flush to his right. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Powell. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. The quick feet by Jackson. He's still big. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
He's checking
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson going to run again. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. That catch good for only a couple. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a...
But now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they're going to speed things up here. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. 2nd and 5. Again, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. 2nd down at 7. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. From the 39, Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. One last shot for Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians, as this ball game is now officially over. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you.